Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. And I'm here with scene 1 from Act 5, that is the last scene of Merchant of Venice. And let's start. In this scene, we are in Belmont, and the scene starts with a conversation between Lorenzo and Jessica. So, Lorenzo and Jessica are having a conversation about the night. They are both sitting in Portia's house at night, and they're both wondering about the night like poets do. So, basically, there are four important references in this conversation. The first reference is to the Trojan prince, that is Troilus, who in such a night wanted to meet his beloved Cressid, and hence he was trying to jump over the wall. And second reference is made by Jessica, and it is about Thisbe. Now Thisbe and her lover decided to meet in the forest, where unfortunately Thisbe encounters a lion, and she runs away, and a piece of her dress is left behind, and the blood from lion's mouth gets stains the cloth. And so when the lover comes, he feels that Thisbe is killed, so he stabs himself. And when Thisbe arrives, when she sees her lover dead, she stabs herself. So basically a very tragic love story. But this is Thisbe's story. Second, the third story is of Dido. Now Dido is trying to convince her lover not to leave her and be with her always, but unfortunately her lover leaves her. And then we have the fourth story, that is of Medea, Medea. And in this story, Medea is she's gathering enchanted herbs to make her lover young once again. So these are the four stories that we know: the one of the Trojan prince, Thisbe, Dido, and Medea. And the fourth story, Lorenzo says, is of himself and Jessica, that on such a night only, Lorenzo ran away with Jessica. So now enter Stefano. Stefano is a messenger, and he informs them about Portia's return. And then enters Lancelot, who informs them about Bassanio's return. And then Lorenzo is very excited, and he requests the attendants to start playing the music to welcome the mistress of the house and the master of the house. Now, there's a particular sentences in which he describes the quality of music, the importance of music in a person's life. So basically the main points in this paragraph are: he also says that such a harmony is an immortal soul which whilst with this muddy vesture of decay does grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. He says that the immortal harmony, the music is also trapped inside human body that is bound to decay, and hence we cannot properly hear the sound of the music that is within us. So music is the purest thing that can happen to a person. So that's why he wants the music to be played when the reverend master and the mistress arrive. Then he also gives various reasons. He gives various reasons why as to the music should be played. He even says that the person who does not like music is not to be trusted. That person can betray you. That person is dull as night. That person is dark as hell. And that person who does not like music cannot be trusted. And then Portia and Nerissa enter the scene. Now in the starting of the scene, they do not meet Lorenzo. They are just coming towards their house, and then they are having a conversation whereby Portia sees a candle light from her house, and then she says how such a small light can be seen from such far away. And then she compares this to the good deed that shines in the naughty world. The good deeds that we do shines like the small candlelight in this big world. And then Nerissa counters her and says that if the moon was shining brightly, the candlelight would not be seen. That is, the much glory always substitutes the less glorified things. So then Portia gives an example of a substituted king. She says when there is a substitute king, everyone respects him. But as the actual king arrives, the substitute king's importance, his respect, all vanishes. And then Portia starts to hear the music that is being played at her house. And then she enters the scene where Lorenzo and Jessica are. And then Portia asks about the arrival of Bassanio, to which Lorenzo responds and says that Bassanio and his friends would be arriving before the morning, and Nerissa requests all her attendants not to tell anyone that she was absent during the whole period when Bassanio had gone to aid for her friend. So they all agree. Now we see the entry of Bassanio, Gratiano, Antonio and their followers. Now when Bassanio enters, he again starts to praise his wife and then introduces his wife to Antonio, his beloved friend, and they are welcomed. And then after some time, they hear Nerissa and Gratiano quarreling about something. Portia intervenes, to which Nerissa tells her that Gratiano has given the ring that Nerissa gave him for safekeeping to a judge's clerk. And Portia agrees with Nerissa and also supports her by saying that if she were in Nerissa's place and her husband had given her ring away to some other person, she would be similarly angry. To which now Gratiano tells tales on his master and says that even not only him but even his master had given away the ring to another person, to a judge. Now Portia confirms this, and Bassanio very sadly admits it that he had given the ring away, and he also reasons with her saying that if she only knew the person whom he gave the ring was really deserving how he saved Antonio and his life, she would not be so angry. But Portia is not satisfied with any answers, and then they all start quarreling. Nerissa is fighting with Gratiano, now Bassanio is fighting with Portia, and Antonio feels that it's all because of him they are fighting. To which Portia says, it's not because of you, sir. She then agrees to give Bassanio another ring, and in return of promise that Bassanio would never part with this ring. And Antonio agrees, and Antonio even says that he would guarantee that Bassanio never parts with the ring. Now Portia gives the ring to Antonio, and Antonio gives the ring to Bassanio, and when Bassanio sees the ring, he says that it's the same ring that Portia first gave him. And then Portia admits the whole adventure that they had been when Antonio was going through his trial, and she tells them how she and Nerissa disguised as boys, as a lawyer and a lawyer's clerk. They both helped them, and she also tells Antonio that 3 of his argosies have landed safely and are not lost at sea. Hearing this, Antonio is really pleased and grateful to Portia and says that she not only saved his life but she also gave him back his living. Now he can continue his business. And then Portia also asks Nerissa to tell Lorenzo the good news about the gift deed. Nerissa tells Lorenzo that Shylock has signed a gift deed as per which whenever he dies, all his property would be named after Lorenzo and Jessica. And now Lorenzo also praises Nerissa and Portia, saying that they have done such a good deed as if they had given heavenly food to starving people. So Nerissa and Portia happily admits, and Portia says that they will answer all their questions, and it's nearly morning, so let's go inside and let's discuss this later. And in the end, Gratiano, I personally like this dialogue. Gratiano says, "Let it be so. Well, while I live, I'll fear no other thing. While I'm going to live, I'll fear no other thing as much as to so sore as keeping safe Neresa's ring. I'll fear no other thing than to keep Neresa's ring safe. All of this drama for just a simple ring." And now by this, the scene ends, and it was really great. So I hope you liked it as much as I did. And this is a really great act, and if you need any further explanation in any of the scenes, any of the acts, any of the other English poems, I would really love to help. And yeah, I'm going to start a new explanation series like this for French, basic French grammar and speaking also. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like if you liked this video, please. And thank you so much. It was really fun explaining it to you. Thank you.